Hey, Al Gardner, it's a privilege to be here with Lars Hedenborg of RE/MAX. Now, when you take Lars versus the traditional real estate method, you are moving homes up to 18% more from my home. Talk about the principles behind this success.
Yeah, so fundamentally, we believe that the real estate industry has some challenges right now. So traditional real estate methods are failing, and the traditional real estate agent, unfortunately, I hate to say it, is not living up to standards that would be acceptable really in any other industry. So, basically, we guarantee, we have a guaranteed sales system that will sell your home for up to 18% more than traditional real estate methods. And the 7 business principles are expert consultation is the first. And so we'll spend a lot of time with the seller, also researching the market in their neighborhood, the local economy, the national economy, interest rates, and how that all factors into an effective pricing strategy for your home. And also, we pay 6 different expert data services to help us come up with some of the data that's required to be able to give you good information to make a good informed decision on pricing your property. The next piece of the process is differentiation. There's so many homes on the market. There's literally hundreds of homes competing with any given property. And so we have a specific process whereby we were able to help your home stand out amongst the crowd. And it's kind of like, if there are people willing to pay more for a certified pre-owned vehicle. And so we pre-inspect our homes, we make repairs on our homes, we stage our properties, we'll even do an appraisal on your property in order to defend the list price.
And Lars, you're seeing 7.4% more money in 37 days.
Yeah, on average, a home that goes through a staging process, and it doesn't need to cost a lot of money, but just we know what buyers are looking for when they come into a property, and we try to appeal to all their senses. And by doing that, we're able to get 6 or 7 plus percent more for properties.
Let's talk about your next principle, exposure and reach.
In terms of exposure and reach, the sad fact is that agents don't earn enough income to be able to invest back into their sellers' homes in terms of marketing. And when we market our listings, budget isn't an issue. We spend $75,000 a year to position your home to attract the best possible offer.
And how do you? What is your buyer attraction system?
In terms of buyer attraction, that's the part of the puzzle where we need to have buyers raise their hands to want to see our listings. And we make sure that our sellers' properties are placed in premier spots on all of the top 10, basically the top 10 sources for buyer traffic roughly account for 90% of the buyers out there. So we pay whatever it takes to make sure we're number one or page one on those different sites: Google, Yahoo, Bing, Craigslist. We have virtual assistants that help us with all those different elements, and making sure that our proprietary technology in terms of tracking and placement of various ads gets you the most amount of views on your home as possible.
Uniqueness. Let's talk about negotiation. You say having an agent who needs to sell your home is worse than you want to, is the worst thing that can happen to you.
Yeah, talk about a disaster waiting to happen. The fact that we'll sell a couple hundred homes this year ultimately lets us just give advice. We're not worried about earning a commission check. And so making sure that you have an agent whose motivations are in check, combine that with someone who's an expert at negotiation. The fact that we'll negotiate a couple hundred deals this year versus the average agent 6 or 7 homes, we're able to compress a lot of experience into a short amount of time. And in this market, you don't want an agent that sells the average 6 or 7 homes a year.
And a very important principle, one of the most important, it all is for naught if you don't have a team who can execute.
Yeah, hands down, execution is probably the biggest piece of the puzzle here. The traditional real estate agent is a one-man or one-woman show. And I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not going to yield the best possible results for you, the seller. By having experts in listing coordination and marketing, advertising, and closing coordination, buyer specialists, we have folks that serve as client service for our sellers. every part of the process is expertly managed. So all the variables, 100-plus variables in the process are managed by our experts.
All right, you're on the website, and you know the number.
Yep, it's 704-444-0055.
.com.